Today, we are going to take off the braces and make one cocktail and 4 boozy chocolates for the movie Forrest Gump.
My name's Forrest Gump.
That's right. Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Well, now we ain't strangers anymore.
Our first cocktail is a Dr. Pepper flavored spritz based off of what Mama always says, stupid is as stupid does.
Are you stupid or something?
For our second, we're going to be stepping out of the cocktail glass and making a box of chocolates, but boozy.
I could eat about 1.5 million of these.
A man with a below average IQ but above average running speed accidentally becomes part of every major event in 20th century America. It's like history class if your substitute teacher were a confused but lovable shrimp enthusiast.
Well, before we get into our box of chocolates, let's go ahead and get stupid.
Stupid is as stupid does, sir.
For stupid is as stupid does, you're gonna need Ramazotti, Licor 43, vanilla simple syrup, tobacco bitters, cherry bitters, Saline, sweet sparkling wine, soda water, and an Amarena Cherry.
In a chilled Collins glass, combine 2 ounces Ramazotti, a 1/2 ounce Licor 43, a 1/4 ounce vanilla simple syrup, 2 dashes tobacco bitters, 1 dash of cherry bitters, a dropper of Saline, and 1.5 ounces sweet sparkling wine. Add ice and top with soda water. Give it a slight stir and garnish with an Amarena Cherry. And here is Stupid Is as Stupid Does. We wanted to come up with a cocktail based off of a Dr. Pepper. There's that scene where Forrest meets the president for the first time, and he drinks probably about 15 of these things, and then he has to go pee really bad.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
We wanted to take a bunch of ingredients that would kind of incorporate the Dr. Pepper flavor without just taking a Dr. Pepper and putting booze in it.
He doesn't know any better.
So I looked up all of the flavors of Dr. Pepper. It reads a lot like a list of any one of these herbal bitters that we have behind us. But more specifically, Ramazotti has been known for being kind of the Dr. Pepper spirit.
It's a household name.
But it doesn't actually taste exactly like Dr. Pepper. We tried doing just a simple spritz recipe with it, and we're like, it needs a couple more things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was wrong.
Because we brought in the Licor 43, we wanted to kind of like sweeten it up a little bit. And then even just doing a couple of random things like the tobacco bitters and the cherry bitters in there, you wouldn't necessarily think, oh, tobacco bitters.
No.
Lots of clove and warming spices.
Yes, right.
What do you think about the drink as a standalone basis?
It's not too spirit forward, it's complex, and you're kind of wanting to go through and pick out some of those flavors, right?
That's all I have to say about that.
Look what I brought.
Oh, it's like the Pepsi challenge with the Dr. Pepper challenge.
Right, okay, so try and give this a go. I'm gonna take another sip of this because it's delicious.
Yes, I know that.
Another thing to note, we made all of it entirely in the glass, and that is in true spritz fashion. What do you think about it in comparison to Dr. Pepper?
You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself.
I think it's pretty close.
Let me try.
I really, really do. I mean, obviously, there's alcohol in this, which is going to tip the scales a little bit. It has like those spices, it has depth to it if you really want to break down and be a connoisseur of sodas and Dr. Pepper.
You have to do the best with what God gave you.
I cannot remember ever drinking Dr. Pepper.
You know, it's funny how you remember some things, but some things you can't.
I know at some point I probably did have it,
There
but
was
I was
a
like...
2-week phase in the middle of '94, probably.
For you?
Maybe.
That's very specific. Same time as Forrest Gump, and
Same
maybe
time
that's
as Forrest
what
Gump.
it was so delicious.
It inspired it. That summer of '94, let me tell you.
We have very different lives, you know.
Also, if you've never tried these Amarena cherries, they taste so much like cherries. They're nothing like a maraschino cherry. I put in 2 because I didn't want to have to share one.
Can't sit here.
Now this is just one part of the story. He also offers people a chocolate every time they pass by, and that is what is inspired our next boozy treat.
Do you want a chocolate?
But before we make that, we would like to stop you for just 1 minute in this story and ask that you Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and if you don't mind, give us a comment. Let us know what kind of other boozy treats we can come up with.
All right, time to make some boozy chocolates. For a box of chocolates, we're gonna be using saltines, toasted coconut milk powder, coconut oil, white sugar, whipped vodka, white vanilla, peanut butter sandwich cookies, peanut butter whiskey, salt, marshmallows, brandy, moonshine cherries, coconut milk, agar-agar, creme de menthe, white creme de cacao, and dark chocolate or candy melts.
For vanilla ice cream filling, in a food processor, add 4 ounces of saltines and pulse until fine. Add 2 ounces of toasted coconut milk powder, 3/4 of an ounce granulated sugar, 2 heaping bar spoons of coconut oil, and pulse until combined. Pour in 3 ounces of whipped flavored vodka and 1/8 ounce white vanilla. Blend until creamy and load into a piping bag. For peanut butter bonbon filling, in a food processor, add 5 ounces of peanut butter sandwich cookies, 1/8 bar spoon of salt, and process until fine. Pour in 3 ounces of peanut butter whiskey and blend until creamy. Load into a piping bag. For mint filling, in a saucepan, add 1 ounce white sugar, 1 bar spoon agar-agar, 1 bar spoon of salt, and whisk to combine. Place on stovetop over medium-high heat and add 4 ounces of coconut milk. Whisk constantly and boil until thickened. Remove from heat and add 2 ounces of creme de menthe and 2 ounces of white creme de cacao. Whisk to combine. Allow to cool slightly and load into a piping bag. For cordial cherry filling, in a saucepan over medium-high heat, add 1 heaping bar spoon of coconut oil, 5 ounces of marshmallows, and 1 bar spoon of salt. Stir constantly until melted and removed from heat. Pour in 3 ounces of brandy and stir until combined. Allow to cool slightly and load into a piping bag. For the chocolate bonbon shell, on a stovetop, place a double boiler over medium heat. Add 10 ounces of dark baker's chocolate and stir until chocolate melts and reaches the temperature of 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove from heat and add remaining chocolate in small batches. Stir until chocolate completely melts and reaches a temperature of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Pour melted chocolate into warm molds, filling the cavities completely, and allow to set for 10 seconds. Flip the mold over and hold above a tray, allowing the cavities to drain. Scrape the excess chocolate off the top and place in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 minutes to chill. Fill the chocolate shells with all of your prepared fillings, leaving 1/4 inch of head space. Fill the top with remaining chocolate and remove the excess. Place in the refrigerator to chill for 24 hours. Once the chocolate and fillings have set, pop them out and serve. And here we have a box of chocolates.
I'm just gonna take the one right on top.
Yes. So this is obviously based off of the line that is so popular with Forrest Gump, is life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
I think I got the vanilla ice cream one.
Looks like it. Tell me about it.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Really nice and creamy on the inside. Not too boozy, but there is a lot of flavor. You do have that vanilla flavor in there. One thing I was kind of worried about is that maybe it would be a little runny, but this is a nice thick cream in there and it really holds to the chocolate nice. So it's not like you're gonna bite into it and it's gonna spill all over you.
That's good. One less thing.
Yes, this one does have truffle-like texture to it, created by the saltines that we pulsed in there.
I ate some.
So we do have 4 different flavors and hopefully you didn't, oh, you got a different one than I did. What one did you get?
So I got the peanut butter one, which turns out a lot more like a bonbon sort of, where the filling's a lot more running on the inside.
Yeah, it definitely is with that one.
Lots of peanut butter flavor.
Right.
We did use a peanut butter whiskey. Definitely getting a lot of the whiskey notes here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
So the whole process of making these chocolates, we are doing what's called tempering your chocolate, which is hugely important so that you can have this nice sort of thin shell of chocolate. But the nice thing about having the shell of chocolate is you can fill it with whatever you want, truly. So you can have runnier fillings like this and not have it like seep out or anything.
Well, that's just
We used some bigger chocolate molds. We had some smaller ones, but we really wanted to fill these up.
Couple of boys, you can have yourself a cocktail.
So the other reason why we went with these bigger ones is that we wanted all of the chocolates to taste the same, or look the same,
We are not relations,
so that you wouldn't truly know what you got. When we did the Cordial Cherry ones, the other molds that we had, they didn't fit. So what did you get this time?
Got a mint one.
Okay, what do you think of that one?
So the mint chocolate one definitely has more of a gelled texture to it. It's not as smooth, or it's not as runny, but it's not as creamy as like the vanilla ice cream one either.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
So this style is typical of like a Jell-O shot, and that's kind of what we went with here for this filling.
Okay.
We still have to find a Cordial Cherry in here.
All right.
Our fourth and last style. Let's see if we get lucky.
We have not pre-marked these because we literally don't know what we're gonna get. So she could get another one. Did you get a cherry?
No, I got vanilla.
She got vanilla.
I gotta get out of here.
It's one of my favorite ones. I really love how the saltines kind of give it that butteriness. If you sort of focus real hard, you do get the alcohol.
You definitely get the alcohol on these peanut butter whiskey ones.
Why are you so good to me?
Let's bring in the other cocktail.
Yeah.
And
I need to wash this down.
yeah, maybe I'll get down to business here. Let's try this one.
It had been a long time since I'd seen Forrest Gump. It came out in '94, great movie year with Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption. I also believe Quiz Show, and I think this movie called The Color Red. Speaking of The Color Red,
We found it!
was up for Best Picture. All right. Oh, do you want to share with me?
Yes, sir.
The Moonshine Cherry is obviously boozy. I did put them out on paper towel just to kind of dry them off a little bit. I didn't want the Moonshine Cherry to ooze. I wanted you to get the brandy in that. And do you get the brandy?
Yes, I do. I really like the texture of the cherry in there. It has a crunch to it.
Yeah.
But not like you're biting into like a peanut or something like that. But there is this sort of nice crunch to the cherry when you bite into it.
As you were.
So like I was saying before we got interrupted with our final cherry chocolate, this was a great movie year. Forrest Gump won Best Picture. It was nominated for, I think, a ton of awards. Tom Hanks won Best Actor. And I think it may have won for Best Score by Alan Silvestri. I'm not sure.
And that was actually my favorite part of Forrest Gump. The special effects, everything felt so real in this movie. And of course, me not being a regular movie watcher, I thought it was. I didn't realize that Gary Sinise
Actually had legs.
actually had legs, or I was like, oh man, he lost his legs in filming or whatever, you know? And so I think that was amazing. All of the like video of him with like the different presidents.
Yeah, again, like I said, it was a great movie year, and some people have maybe said that, Pulp Fiction should have won, or Shawshank Redemption, and maybe Forrest Gump hasn't stood the test of time. But rewatching it again, I really, really enjoyed it. It touches on all your emotions. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, there's action, right? I mean, there's a little bit of everything, and I just thought they did a fantastic job with this movie. So we thought this would be a really fun movie to end the year with. We have a great cocktail, we have some really fun chocolates here. So let us know for 2026, what movies should we do, and what ingredients should we incorporate, right?
Yeah. And if you start watching Forrest Gump at 10:38:57 on New Year's Eve, then you will get to ring in New Year's Eve with Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump themselves.
All right, everyone, Happy New Year. We will see you in 2026.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.